Hey guys, today I want to show you a recipe that was very delicious but a little bit of a fail, but I think I can still share it with you and maybe you can tell me what I could do differently next time. So you want to start out by separating your eggs. You want to put your egg whites into one bowl and the egg yolks into another one. You want to do that with all your eggs. Next you want to add the water to your egg yolks. And then you want to go ahead and whisk them, and they will get very light in color and a lot more bubbly, if that makes sense. So you can see right here. So this takes a couple of minutes, but just keep going. Then you want to add in the vanilla sugar. And also the normal sugar, and just keep whisking. And then this mixture is done, and you can see how light it got in color. Next you want to take your egg whites, you want to add a little bit of salt, and then you want to whisk those again. So this takes even more time, but just be patient. And you can stop when it's all a stiff, solid texture like that, and then you can put that into the first mixture and carefully with a wooden spoon mix those. So you still want it to be light and fluffy in texture. And then you want to carefully mix in the flour as well, again with a wooden spoon. Just do that in very little portions and take your time. Make sure all the flour is mixed in, and then it should look like that. Now you can take a baking sheet with some baking paper and put the dough onto that. You want to distribute it evenly. And then you can bake it with 200 degrees Celsius for 10 to 15 minutes. Then when it's done, you want to prepare a second baking paper sheet with some sugar, and you want to put that onto it and pull off the other layer of baking paper. So then the recipe told me to roll it and let it cool down, but I think this is what I would change the next time. I would just let it cool down in its normal state. Now you want to take your cherries, and you want to take 6 or 7 out of there, and the rest put into a pan, and add a little bit of cornstarch just to make it a little bit thicker so you get a nice sauce. You can also add in a little bit of sugar to make it sweeter. And then you want to cook it until you get a saucy texture so you can distribute it on the cake later. And when you're happy with the result, just put it to the side and let it cool down. Now when everything's cooled down, you want to take your cream, and it should be cold as well as your bowl should be cold, and you want to start whisking that as well. And you can add in a little bit of whatever this is called in English, just to make it stiffer quicker and longer. And then just whisk. Now this is what your mixture should look like. Now you can go ahead and take your dough again, and you can see this is where it all went wrong because it broke when I tried to unroll it again. You also want to remove the other baking paper, and that didn't go well. Then you want to distribute the cream onto the dough. You want to distribute it evenly, just make it all nice. Next, you want to put the cherries on top. Then you want to roll it up again, and yeah, it didn't go so well. I was really frustrated at this point, and my boyfriend had to try to calm me down a little bit. So then we decorated it with just a little bit of whipped cream on top. And then the cherries that you didn't cook, just for a little bit of decoration. So this is it. It's a very classy recipe. I wish it wouldn't have broken, but I'll definitely try it again.